Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 5th episode of Super Cub, and I'm here to chill with another fun episode of this show. Now, last episode we actually had a part-time job situation. Not only that, but it was one that actually utilized her vehicle, so she got to make money, just have a new experience, make good use of her new life partner. So yeah, all around pretty good stuff there. So I think the way that last episode ended, they kind of implied we would be getting some Reiko stuff this episode. And that would be great if that's the case, so let's just jump on in. 3, 2, 1, play. Oh, there's the right thing. Bum, 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 bum. Sunflowers. Pretty. Until the Titans attacked. That man is just done with this class. Like a video game. Yeah, those are the worst in video games. Yeah, we are definitely getting some insight into her character. That's cool. You kind of left me hanging there. Is that Koguma she hears? Yeah. Because this is pretty much the scene we ended off on last episode, I think. Very welcoming. Now we can hang out. Talk about cubs. How super they are. I think that was the first time we ever got any monologuing from someone that was like not that Koguma. She just rubs it affectionately. As you do. You know, really would suck to crash into an invisible wall with your vehicle. Because you would never see it coming, it would be there. Oh, we're inside. Okay, well the camera was inside. They're getting there. It's a pretty nice place you got here. Pretty roomy. Yeah, you can tell work is done here with all the tools. Just checking out her vehicle. Rejecting tea. How could you? I don't think your tea is that bad. I could use some water too, though, but... Can we order pizza? Apparently you also love that pole. But that was just an interesting thing she did there. Yeah, I made that pretty quick. It does look pretty good. That was great. Sorry for a little bit of rain that we dealt with. Asking the important questions. Yeah, well, that's not very specific. Reiko Summer. Looking all cool, hair blowing in the wind. As expected of Reiko. You don't back up too much. Something on your mind? She proceeds to not drive safely. Yeah, I mean, she's got the helmet, so she's always safe. I think that's how it works. Oh, we got music starting up. Yeah, this is pretty safe to me. I mean, as long as you don't crash, it counts as driving safely, right? Oh, okay, we're getting less safe now. I had to open my mouth, didn't I? I mean, she has the helmet. She's probably fine. Jeez. Yeah, that's why they instructed you to drive safely. Oh, wow. That does sound quite exciting. I am back. I totally did not crash. Don't ask about the dirt spots on my clothing. They were there when I left, I swear. Okay. Stupid regulations. You definitely don't want to crash when climbing Mount Fuji, if you can avoid it. Right. And that's so yeah, how we got to this. Gotcha. I watched Yamano Susume. I feel like I'm an expert at climbing. I want to climb Mount Fuji on my motorbike. Any more questions? Four, jeez. Yeah, what exactly do we check for? Right, make sure it's safe for the bigger equipment, I guess. Yeah, that really made her day. Just open your window and there's Mount Fuji. That'd be pretty cool. I believe you are. I have faith in you. Just don't crash again. Oh, jeez. What did I just tell you? Really need to clean that outfit. And there's a rock. And a third time, that's gotta hurt. Well, if it was easy, everyone would do it. Yeah, it's okay. Let's be careful. I'm a little bit nervous when I see like over the edge. Uh, you know, if you're gonna drink water, I'll drink some too. Rocking that Japanese flag. Yeah, it feels so different having an episode with like little to no Koguma. Got the music back up. Okay, yeah, that was a crash. I definitely respect your determination. I would not do this. It was a nice roll though. Uh, Tennant was definitely a good investment. Uh, uh. I actually lost track how many times she's crashed. I feel like it's at least 7 or 8. Uh, you know, it's not the mountain's fault. Although I guess it shares some blame. Okay. Can you elaborate on that a bit? I'm not sure I understood completely. Summer snow. Well, that sounds depressing. Just you lost your way a bit. That's understandable. Like that would frustrate anyone. But you do have to remember that you're doing this, you know, by choice. Like it's something you want to do. I got my fingers crossed down here off screen. Yeah, be careful around those corners, please. Just don't hit a big rock. But maybe we're fine. Okay, yeah, I think we're fine. Yeah, don't beat the mountain. Become one with the mountain. If it was easy, everyone would do it, or more people at least. Well, nobody asked you. Even Mount Fuji. Yeah, it's a key to freedom. Gotta lead by example. Yeah, the show usually isn't this high tension, so it's so different than usual. We got this. Just don't crash. Oh, oh god, this looks worse than usual. Yeah, that could have stung a bit. But you were doing pretty well for a while there. Oh god, I think we broke something. Yeah, that was a pretty bad crash. But until then, you're doing great. Thought your posture was excellent. Gotta wait patiently for pickup. Have an apple, feel better. Nah. Not for lack of trying. Glad you didn't break anything. That was a nasty tumble. Wow, she's one bite that thing. Is it that famous? So is that like an exaggerated story or? Okay, right, gotcha. uh, Okay, so yeah, definitely exaggerated story. uh, maybe they're just dead to society. Maybe that's the interpretation. Good catch. It's good that she can still smile. Making her sleep on the floor. You tell her. I wouldn't say impossible, but difficult for sure. Well, there you go. That's a beautiful shot, wow. Roll credits? No. Not quite. Gotta climb Mount Fuji. I would imagine. A reservation, what's that? Right. Why would we put soup in the engine? Well, yeah. Sure. Well, you lost me a while ago, I'll be honest. Please do so. Yeah, when an enthusiast talks, sometimes they can just lose you. Episode went by pretty quick. But windy, we got to see Reiko's summer. Still don't have that third girl. Maybe we'll meet her at driving school. That'd be a good excuse to meet a fellow Cub enthusiast, so that makes sense. But, I've been wrong before on my guesses on when we would meet that character. So I expect to be wrong again. My cub. Okay. Who's the me in this case? I mean, is it Koguma, I would assume? I don't know. But because I was honestly expecting the title to be something like driving school or license or something. But okay, that was the 5th episode of Super Cub, and this episode was definitely Reiko focused, right? I mean, we still had like a fun sleepover between our two main characters, but there wasn't a whole lot of screen time dedicated to that. It was just kind of essentially a context to kind of talk about the Reiko summer events, right? And what did she do? She kind of got her own part-time job, right? So, which is cool. And apparently the motive behind it was to like have access to Mount Fuji, because that was kind of her big goal. The whole concept she was building up about going somewhere close but far, I'm paraphrasing, it was something like that, was, yeah, climbing Mount Fuji on a cub, you know, which apparently is something that she wanted to do. And that does like a very fun, adventurous, exciting kind of thing to do, right? So why not do it, right? I mean, she loaded boxes and stuff, but apparently she also had like a trail check-in job where she would drive up ahead to make sure it was all safe for the heavier equipment. I guess is how that worked. And she was kind of given permission to go a bit further than necessary, you know, kind of helping her with her goal, which is pretty cool. But yeah, we saw her drive and crash a lot in this episode, like so many times she crashed. Like when she crashed the first time, I thought that would be like the only crash of the episode, but no, like it did happen so many times. Like it became hard to watch at a certain point. Like even though I admired her determination and all that, it still stings to watch her just keep getting hurt over and over again and keep failing over and over again. But she kept at it until she didn't. I mean, that last crash was obviously pretty bad. That kind of put a stop to things, like how to really repair the vehicle before you could even try it again, really. So yeah, but she tried, you know, that's the important thing. She tried, even though, yeah, as Koguma said, I'm sure she would have done much better with her amazing cursed cub. And that was the other thing we got on the episode. We actually got some clarification on the supposed death curse, right? Because that was something I was kind of curious about. Like, there was obviously more to the story, but apparently this whole time Reiko knew. Like, we could have just asked her, like, several episodes ago. But, I mean, I guess we didn't know she knew. But, yeah, she told us this episode. Basically, yeah, nobody actually died from riding on the thing. Like, because the story made it seem like 3 people riding on the vehicle, they just, like, crashed and died or something. But no, like, one ran off with debt, one... what was the other one? I'm trying to remember the 3 different stories. I think one just died of alcohol poisoning or something. Something, I think alcohol related. I think one of them was, and the other one was something about a priest. I don't fully remember them, but the point was they did not die from the vehicle itself. That was a big reveal. So hopefully she can ride the vehicle with a bit more peace of mind. It was honestly just funny that she even knew of the cursed vehicle at all. Like it was just like a thing people knew about. I mean, if anyone would know about it, it would be her, I guess. But I just like to believe that anyone around town, if you walk up to them and say, "Hey, have you heard of the cursed cub?" and they would just like gasp, like, "Oh my god, that you're driving that? How could you do such a thing?" But yeah, it's probably not that famous, but it was kind of a funny thing that came to mind that it was on that level. But I mean, that was pretty much most of the episode, was her riding on Mount Fuji, doing her best, crashing, getting back up, getting all dirty, eventually kind of breaking her cub. But yeah, so not too much more to say. It was just it had such a different feel to it because Reiko was essentially the main character of the episode, and she's very, very different than Koguma. Her name's so difficult. Koguma. She's so different than her, right? Like she just she has more of that typical anime monologuing that I mentioned before that Koguma like noticeably doesn't do. Reiko does that more, right? And just in general, she's much more of a high tension character. And some of the shots of her driving, they had this like cool music kind of welling up to really set the mood of the scene, right? So yeah, she's just a very different person. So having an episode kind of focus on her really does highlight how different Koguma is than the average main anime character, right? So it's kind of cool on that basis. On top of just, it was nice to get more Reiko, get some Reiko focus, get some insight into her character and what she believes about those invisible walls and stuff, right? But anytime anyone mentions invisible walls, I always think of video games because they often have like invisible walls, so you don't go too far off the beaten path, right? And I mean, even that I think still works with her kind of analogy, right? Artificial boundaries to stop you from going places you're not meant to go, like a force just kind of telling you this is where you are, this is where you go. So just be happy with that, right? So I think even taking it in a video game way still kind of works with her purpose. But yeah, that's always how I take it. But the sleepover itself seemed pretty fun. We had we drank water. We had okonomiyaki, however you call it. That's a hard word to remember. Right? Had some hot beverage the next morning. Great outfit that Reiko was wearing. And yeah, we talk about getting her a better license, which may be the focus of next episode. Although the next episode was called My Cub, so maybe it's more focused on just building up her cub more so than anything else. I don't know. I guess we'll see one way or the other next time. But this was another good episode. A different episode, but a good episode. So, time to see what happens next time. Well, it's time to wait for next episode where we will find out what happens next time. That's what I meant to say. But anyway, bye-bye. Thank you for watching. And a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.